Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today for this week's WIP and Chat. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. WIP, W-I-P, stands for Work in Progress, and this is mine. You are welcome and encouraged to go grab whatever you are working on and work alongside while I chat, or alternatively, you can treat this as a podcast and just listen while I chat. Since this is DP for Vets Month, I am going to be working on one of my flag canvases. This is the one that I've started. It's half the American flag, half the Canadian flag for my husband and me. And so I'm going to zoom in a little bit to where I'm going to be working, and I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Let me start my timer, and then I will jump into my life update. I didn't have a whole lot going on this week. Just busy trying to complete projects and everything. It's been pretty chilly this week. It's been kind of up and down, honestly. I think Monday it was in like the 20s when we went for our walk. And by the time we hit Friday, it was 60 something when we went for our walk. So the weather can't decide what it wants to do. It was actually, I think, pretty decent for Halloween night. We didn't get out. We don't get trick-or-treaters. We live on a street. Well, we live on a busy street, but most of the people that live on our street are older people who don't have kids. And I mean, I have kids, but my kids are way past Halloween age. So no trick-or-treaters. My son was like, "Mom, didn't you buy any Halloween candy?" And I said, "Why would I buy Halloween candy? We never have trick-or-treaters." And he's like, "Yeah, but I could have had some of it." Well, you can go buy your own candy. I don't need to worry about buying candy just for you. And I certainly don't need to keep candy around the house for my husband, because if we have it, he will eat it. He does tend to buy a lot of his zero sugar candy, but I have to be really careful because he just can't resist. So I find it's better if I just don't have it in the house. Anyway, so the weather can't decide what it's going to do, whether it's going to be super cold or be, unseasonably warm. It was kind of nice. It actually, even down in the 20s, didn't feel as cold as usual. I don't know if that's because we just haven't had as much wind. Usually here, that's the thing that gets you, is it's not the temperature, it's the wind chill. And it just hasn't been very windy at all. So I don't know if that's part of it. Either that, or as I get older, I'm not as susceptible to the cold, which I guess is a good thing given that we're moving to Canada. Hubby had to work a couple of late nights this week. I think I mentioned last time he's not worked a full 5-day week like they're supposed to for this job because they keep having to do outages at night. So this week, for whatever reason, they had 2. But I told him, whoever plans out, how long you think these jobs are going to take is not very good at their job. He's like, "Oh, well, I've got to work this one outage. It's only supposed to take a couple of hours." He's like, "So I'll be home, He was thinking 9 o'clock because they can't start until after the business is closed. 9 o'clock, a couple of hours, so he'd be home around 11. Yeah, he got home at 4 a.m. again. And I said, yeah, again, whoever plans these out and estimates how much time they're going to take, either you guys are doing it really slowly. And he's like, "Well, sometimes they do it wrong and we have to go back and fix it." I'm like, okay, well, aren't you guys supposed to know how to do it the right way the first time? Which I guess, to be fair, they have apprentices and things, and people have to learn. But when you're staying out until 4 a.m. doesn't seem like the greatest time to, let people learn how to do something. And then he had to work late again the very next night, although that one he was not out quite as late. So he had Friday off again, which he's happy about. And he's like, "Yeah, I haven't put in a full week's work." And I was like, "Yeah, you have. It's just at night." So you're still working, you're just doing it at nighttime, and that means it doesn't feel like it, I guess. It feels almost like he's storming because he's gone and he doesn't get home until, weird hours, but at least he's getting to come home every night, so there's that. We are getting excited about our anniversary trip coming up, and my son clearly has no idea when our anniversary is because I mentioned something to him about, we were going to be going out of town for our anniversary, and he comes up this weekend. "When are you guys leaving?" I'm like, "Our anniversary isn't this weekend." "Oh." Like, yeah, you better call all your friends and tell them the party's canceled because it's not this weekend. I'm getting excited though. I can't wait to see Cirque du Soleil. I love them. I've seen, gosh, 4 or 5 of their shows in person. I've seen a couple of them in Vegas, and then I've seen, I think, two or three in the big town that's next to us, which is where we're going again. So I'm super excited about it. The last one we saw, they were on ice and doing like ice skating stuff. So I haven't really looked at it. I try not to look ahead of time about what it's going to be like because I just want to be surprised. I mean, it's Cirque du Soleil, so it's going to be awesome, whatever it is. So it's all good. But I'm getting excited. Hubby's looking forward to trying out a couple of new restaurants, like I said, and I'm looking forward to Cirque du Soleil, and apparently my son is really looking forward to us not being here. Although we did, last weekend, we did end up, my husband made, it was cold, so my husband made beef stew for dinner, which was delicious. And then we did actually make the Yorkshire puddings. So, guys, I gotta say, even though I'm a bread lover, I was not a fan. I mean, they were all right. I don't want to say they were bad, but they were too greasy for me. Obviously, they're going to be a little bit greasy. They're, basically bread fried in oil. You get the oil super hot in the muffin pan, and then you pour the batter in. So it basically is kind of like a mix of a fried / baked dough. I think it was a little too greasy for me. And also, I'm just not, I don't eat a lot of bread and stuff anymore. Gluten seems to be one of the things that sets off my knee. And so I've been avoiding it as much as I can. They're so pretty though. Now, ours didn't look exactly like the ones that I saw, Jamie Oliver and other people making. I think we didn't get our grease hot enough. It says to put it in there until the oil in the pan bubbles, and I don't think my husband waited long enough. It said until it bubbles or 5 minutes, and I think he just waited the 5 minutes, and I don't think it was hot enough. So I don't think ours rose quite as much as they could have otherwise. My husband really liked them though, because he asked me the very next weekend, do you want to make beef stew and have them again? And I said, not really. And he's like, oh, you don't? Because he really liked them. And I was like, no, I really don't. I just, they were a little bit too greasy for me. So, but now at least I can say that I've made them and I know what they taste like. So I guess on to the next thing. Other than that, haven't really had a whole ton going on in my regular life, which I guess is good. Boring is always good, right? No major snafus happening or whatever. It was my dad's birthday a couple weeks ago, and my husband said to me, how old would your dad have been? And I stopped and think about it. Oh, my dad would have been 80, which seems crazy. I mean, obviously he didn't make it that far, but it seems crazy to think that he would have been that old already. Time just flies. I mean, I can't believe my son is going to be old enough to graduate from college. My nephew is going to be old enough to, well, I've got one nephew graduating from college and one going to be graduating from high school. And it just, where does the time go? So boring life, but that's good, right? That means nothing terrible happens. So I don't have anything awful to report, which is great. All right, so moving on from my life update, moving into my diamond painting update. You guys, it's the first WIP and Chat of November, which means it's the first WIP and Chat of DP for Vets. I am working hard on all of my kits. I'm actually have been spending most of my time currently trying to finish up my Craftably kit because I'm super close to getting that one finished, and it's turning out so well. I'm so happy with that one. So I've been working on that one and not working as much on this one, which part of the reason for that is because the Craftably is so much bigger, and I just know, this little 30 by 40 isn't going to take me as much time as some of the other ones. Working on getting some of that stuff done and finishing everything so that I can meet my goals for the end of the year, because that is something I'm focused on. I think I've mentioned before, I think I pretty much got my goals set for 2024, so I'm excited to share those. I still need to rework my logbook. Like I said, I've got one page added in, but I want to kind of revamp how it looks. It doesn't really need it, but just for my own personal preference, I like to do that. So I'm going to be doing that. In the meantime, I've got lots of other kits that I need to get finished and finish up my goals for 2023. I am still anxiously waiting for Black Friday / Cyber Monday. I'm really excited and hoping that there's going to be some really awesome sales, because I really would like to kind of get some new fun diamond paintings so that I can just work on the ones that are really fun and really speak to me. I like the Craftably one. I just love the image and I'm having so much fun working on it. Like, I want that experience for all of my diamond painting kits, you know? And also, because it's going to be Black Friday, Cyber Monday, hopefully there's going to be some good sales, because it would be awesome to be able to get not only, you know, some new exciting images to be able to work on, but also to get maybe more than I would have otherwise, because everything is on sale, and that's awesome. I actually had the thought that what I need to do is basically sit down and make myself kind of a spreadsheet, like go shopping now, because there's a few that I would think about getting at various places if there was going to be a decent sale. Like, for instance, the one I was talking to you guys about last week, that was the Diamond Art Club one, that was the kind of beach themed Christmas tree with all like the little shells and everything that had washed up on the shore. I would really consider getting that one, in addition to, you know, maybe what's on sale for Black Friday. Although you never know if you're going to be able to combine them and everything either. So I'll have to keep that in mind too. But I'm sure there's some Dreamer designs and some Oraloas that maybe I would like to get as well. So we'll just have to kind of play it by ear and see. But I thought, you know, what I probably should do is make myself a spreadsheet, because I'm notorious for, I get so excited about, oh my gosh, I really love this image, and I don't pay attention to drill type. Not that drill type is a deal breaker for me, but I just like to kind of, I think I have way more square kits left in my stash than round, and I would like to have a nice balance instead of having it lean one way or the other. Just something to keep in mind. If I really love the image, I'm going to get it no matter what, but something for me to keep in mind. And then also to keep track of the sizes, because again, I'll get so excited over, oh, this image is gorgeous, and then I get it and I'm like, this thing is huge. Why did I do this to myself? I think the largest one that I've ever done is my Spangler Firefly one, which was literally taller than me. And while I enjoyed working on it, it's almost so big that it's unmanageable, because it's just so large. And not only is it kind of unmanageable for working on, it's unmanageable. I mean, it just gets to be so expensive, because you almost have to buy a custom frame, because they're so big, they won't fit in like a standard size frame, and they take a long time to complete because they're so large. I'm just personally not in the market to do another huge one at the moment. I have a large one planned out for next year, but I really don't want to put myself in a position where I'm doing another large one like that, because I just realistically, I won't get to them because they take so long, and because, you know, I do take the YouTube channel into consideration, and I only have so many hours in the day to diamond paint. I mean, I do have more hours, I'm sure, than most people, but even at that, you know, I do have a real life and things that I need to take care of, and so I can't just do nothing but diamond paint, even if I wish I could some days. Some days that is all I do, because that's how I feel, but some days I just have other stuff to do. I saw a cool tool on Diamond Painting Gym, and you guys, if I've mentioned this before, I'm sorry, I don't remember if I have or not, and I thought it was really cool. I came across the link again, and I'll throw it down in the description box. It's in German, so I don't know exactly how much it costs and what all it supposedly does, but basically it's like a suction pen. So it has a little pump that attaches to it, and it uses the regular size like pink pens. I think it's like a clear pen that comes with it, But basically you can't use like the steel tips and stuff because it has to have a hole for the air to draw, a hole to draw the air through so that it can suction to pick up the drills. But I thought it was really cool for people who use maybe smaller pens or don't mind using the pink pen, that size of something. It would be a good option to use something like that. I thought it was cool. I won't be getting one because it has to come from Germany. And ordering off of a German website, I know I could go in and like Google Translate or whatever to translate the website, but it's not something I would probably use anyway. It's a cool idea, but I just, because of my carpal tunnel, I would never be using the small pink pens anyway. So check out Diamond Jim and see his video of it. It was pretty cool. Like I said, an interesting idea, just not something I would use because I love my steel tips. I don't like the small pink pens. But for some people, it'd be really cool. Oh, you guys, thank you so much to everyone who was interested in the mystery boxes. It worked out really well to do it that way. So I still have stuff to box up, and I think I'm going to do another round of mystery boxes. I don't know exactly when that will happen. I'm still waiting to acquire more boxes. I'm sure it won't take me very long, but I need enough that I'd like to do another 4 or 5 boxes all at once so that I can get them done. So as I order things and, you know, stuff goes out, then hopefully I can load up some additional mystery boxes and get those sent out. I did get all the ones that I had sold and sent. So thank you to everybody who was interested in those. I still have stuff that I'm getting rid of, like I said, so I've got items for additional mystery boxes. Not quite sure when that will be yet, but hopefully not in the too distant future. Also, I'm trying to find boxes. I still need 1 box for all of the DP for Pets prizes that I'm going to give out. I think I've got weeks 1, 2, and 3 for the weekly prize giveaways. Those are boxed up, but my prize for week number 4, I thought I had the perfect box for it when I went to go box it up. It's not quite big enough. I mean, it would fit, but I'm afraid it would crunch what's going to be in the box, and I don't want that to happen. And also, I'm not going to tell you guys what's in the boxes this time. Usually I tell you what's in the weekly prize drawings. I'm not going to do that this time, other than to say every box includes a kit. Some may be smaller, like PR type kits. Some may be larger kits. I'm not going to share exactly what those are either, but every weekly prize will have a kit in it. So if you haven't already filled out the entry form, the link is in the description box for that. Go check that out and fill out the entry form, because the entry form is what I use for the weekly prize drawings. And thank you to everyone who has already signed up, because I think it's going to be a pretty amazing event. I'm super excited for some of the kits that I've already seen people are working on. Lots of patriotic stuff, eagles and gnomes, and I saw somebody that is doing like a canvas with poppies on it. So yeah, I'm excited to see what everybody's going to complete. I think it's going to be super cool, and I can't wait to see everybody's finishes. So again, remember the exit form, which you need to fill out, will open on November 15th. I may cheat and open it a few days early because I know some of you will finish earlier than that. So I may open it earlier than that. If I do, I'll let you guys know when it opens. And I've had a lot of questions, so multiple entries. And I thought I addressed this in the launch video, but maybe I didn't make myself clear. You are welcome to do as many kits as you want, as you can finish, because remember, you do have to have a finish for the final prize drawing. So if you're going to do multiple kits, fill out the entry form. Again, the link is below for each kit that you're going to do. And you will, for instance, if you did 4 kits, that means you will get 4 entries in the weekly prize drawings. However, no matter how many kits you complete, you only get 1 entry in the final prize drawing. So if you complete 4 kits, you'll get 4 entries in the weekly prize drawing, which can up your odds of winning in a weekly prize. But everybody will have the same chance to win the final prize package. And the reason I decided to do it that way is because some people are doing very small 30 by 30s, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem with people doing kits that small, but I also have people who are doing larger kits, you know, doing some licensed artwork kits or doing just a 50 by 70 or something even larger. And there's no way you can complete, for most of us, you can complete multiple of those in a month. So just to kind of keep it more fair for everyone, you can do multiple kits if you want to get extra entries in the weekly drawings, but that's only going to get you one entry in the final prize drawing. I'm happy to have you complete as many as you want. More kits, more participation, more fun things for me to look at. And again, I would like to shout out a huge thank you to all of the sponsors of the event. That is Creations Marin, Art Dot, Butterfly Effect Wares, and Bella Art Diamonds / Bella Art Day Nicole. I've mentioned before, Butterfly Effect Wares and Bella Art Diamonds are veteran-owned businesses, so a double thank you to them for helping to make this event awesome. You guys, I will put links to all of their shops down below. Make sure you go check them out. They make some pretty awesome stuff. Art Dot, I've got the storage folder as a prize, but they also do other kinds of like drill storage and things, so go check them out. Creations Marin does hand-turned pens, as does Butterfly Effect Wares. I want to get some more pens, but I can't remember to check when the pen drops are, and I always miss them. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye out. I guess I need to set myself a reminder or something. Maybe I do that on my phone. Anyway. And then, of course, Bella Art Diamonds, Bella Art Day Nicole. Bella Art Diamonds is their diamond painting shop, so you can get some really cool diamond paintings. I'm anxiously awaiting to see what they're going to have for Black Friday. Maybe that's something I need to include on my spreadsheet. Like, what shops do I want to get from? Do I want to limit what shops I'm looking at? I definitely want to check out Diamond Art Club. Definitely want to check out Dreamer Designs, Oraloa, Bella Art, and there's probably some other ones. I wonder if Distracted by Diamonds is going to have any Black Friday sales. I mean, surely Etsy is going to do Black Friday stuff, so we'll see. I'm assuming the individual shops get to participate or choose whether they participate in sales like that, but what do I know? It's Etsy. Maybe they make you. Did anyone get any new releases this week? I haven't seen anything that really speaks to me, although I did consider getting the, gosh, what's her name? Mrs. Buttard or something like that from Diamond Art Club. I like her style of art. I just didn't particularly like the one that was out this weekend. So now I'm like, maybe I just need to go back and look at, maybe that's what I need to do. Make myself a list of artists too and see who's where. Although some artists are in multiple diamond painting stores, so I don't know if that makes sense either. Maybe I'll just make a list of the stores, like I said, that I think I want to pick up something from Black Friday and see how that's going to go. Yeah, I really want one of the Mrs. Buttard ones, but I get too excited, especially when it's like a new release kind of thing. So it's like, oh, let me get all of these before, you know, the pre-shop ends. I'm excited for it to start, but I also keep trying to make November shorter than it actually is. I keep thinking there's only a couple of weeks now? I keep thinking there's only one more week until Thanksgiving, but it's actually 2, I think. Getting close to the end of the semester for my youngest, so hopefully he'll be done with Christmas soon. Ooh, we need to look into when or if we're going to travel up to Canada, either in December or January. Probably January, realistically, just because traveling around Christmas is one, kind of iffy because of the weather issue. You know, if there's a lot of snow or something, I don't want to get stuck in Halifax again like we did that one year. And 2, it's always expensive because everybody's traveling. It's near Christmas, you know, in between Christmas and New Year's, it seems like there's a lot of people traveling. And so it just ends up being more expensive. I would like my son to go with us. Although that makes 3 of us, and then it always ends up being weird trying to find seating on the plane. You know, getting 2 of us together is great. Trying to keep all 3 of us together gets challenging sometimes. It's always interesting flying too, because making our connections is always a challenge when we're flying when you're going from west to east. It's a lot different than flying east to west. For whatever reason, it's always a lot more laid back coming home than it is going up there. Some of that is just the time change itself, but it always seems like we just have more time for layovers, which, the time difference shouldn't make any difference as far as that's concerned, but it seems to. Maybe it's just our perception of it. I don't know. Anyway, I was thinking Oraloa. I saw a cute Christmas kit at Oraloa that was nutcrackers. And that made me think of, I just saw an ad today for the hip hop nutcracker show. Have you guys seen anything like this? So instead of like a traditional ballet nutcracker show, I get emails now because I bought the tickets to the Corteo show, and it was for a hip hop nutcracker. And I thought, oh, that might be really interesting. Has anybody seen anything like that? I love dance in all of its forms. So I should go look and see how much tickets are and when it is. I haven't been to a ballet nutcracker in years. My sister-in-law was a ballet dancer. She messed up her ankle, so she doesn't do it anymore, but I haven't been to a Christmas nutcracker ballet in forever. That would be something fun to do. My husband's not really, he'd go, but he's not really a ballet fan. My children are certainly not ballet fans. Oh, one last thing, you guys. I saw, this is probably going to be a shorter than usual whip and chat, but another one of those boring weeks for me. Okay, I'm always on the lookout for new to me diamond painting companies, and it was, what was the name of it? Gemstone Creations. I think I saw it on Instagram or someplace. Somebody mentioned it, so I went and checked it out. It does say licensed art, although they have in addition to full canvases, they have off the canvas items, keychains and that kind of stuff too. They didn't have a huge selection, but it did say licensed art. So I'm going to go check it out and see what kind of things they have. If you guys have a kind of newer diamond painting company, or even just one that you think I should try, leave a comment down below. Like I said, I'm always looking for new places to try. I have a whole list of places that I haven't bought anything from yet, but I keep meaning to try. There's I think it's a Canadian company called Captured by Radiance, I think is the name. I think that's the name. Haven't bought anything from them. I keep wanting to try Bella Safina, but whenever I go to look, nothing really just says, oh, I gotta have that one, Although I haven't checked anything out in quite a while. Maybe I just need to go back and look at everything and see what's new out there. I know there's a lot of places that people have said to try, but a lot of them are UK based. And, as bad as shipping is for you guys to get something from the States, it's just as bad for us to get it the opposite direction. So that's one of the reasons I didn't buy any additional kits from Diamond Painting Deutschland. They have a lot of really awesome paintings, and I would love to get some more. But paying, what did I pay? $60+, I think almost $70 for shipping was kind of nutso. And shipping has gone up way up since then. Gosh, when did I buy that one? Did I buy that one it had to be in 2020, I would think. I don't think it was before that, because it's not my oldest one. And I bought my Diana and the one that I have left at the same time. And it is, I think, my only double-sided adhesive left. Even most of my PR kits, my 30x30s, 30x40s like this one, are poured glue anymore. I hardly ever get a double-sided adhesive kit, which, I don't mind doing double-sided adhesive. I've not run into, and let me knock on wood, I've not run into any of the huge issues that most people seem to associate with double-sided adhesive. Now, I've run into, some rivers and things like that, but I've not run into anything that made my diamond painting unusable. Let's hope I didn't just jinx myself with the one that I have left. That's one of the reasons I want to get to it, because it's basically the only double-sided adhesive one I have left, but it's so big. Maybe I need to do another marathon like I did with Diana. Do you guys remember when I did that? That was one of the things I think I had just started the YouTube channel. I did like a 24-hour marathon. I didn't do it on YouTube. I just did like updates on Instagram. But I did diamond paint for 24 hours in a row with Diana. While I don't think I want to do it again, it was not that fun. But I did get a lot of diamond painting done, and I made a lot of progress on that big painting really quick. So there is something to be said for the method of it, even if it wasn't that fun while I was doing it. I think it was fun for part of it until I hit probably halfway through, and then my eyes were just tired. Although I don't think I used a light pad when I was doing it. So maybe if I used a light pad once my eyes got tired, that would be a little bit easier. Or maybe a magnifying glass and get my little head magnifiers out. Maybe that would help with how tired my eyes get. Probably not. I'm just old and I need my beauty sleep. All right, I missed an A there, but it's going pretty well. I'm pretty happy with this one so far. I hope you guys are making progress on your DP for vets. If you are going to post on social media, make sure you use the hashtag DP for vets 2023. I'm trying to follow that so that I can see all your awesome posts. And also, or you can just tag me at Diamond Painting Anonymous on Instagram or on Facebook in my Facebook group. You can find the links for that should be below. If not, they're on my channel somewhere. Let me zoom out here so you guys can see. Made a little bit of progress getting the blue section all filled in. It should go a lot faster when I get to the rest of the canvas because that's going to be basically a whole bunch of multi-placing. I mean, this could be multi-placing as well, but I was just doing single placing because that seems to work better when I'm talking at the same time. When I'm diamond painting while my husband's watching football, that's the time for multi-placing. Also, hopefully I have way less chance with this one of putting the wrong color on the wrong symbol like I have done multiple times. So anyway, join the Facebook group, tag me on all the pretty pictures. Let me see what you're working on. I can't wait to see how some of these turn out. I've seen some of your initial photos of you guys sharing what canvas you're going to be working on. I think a lot of them are really pretty, cute, awesome, and yeah, excited. Oh, you guys, I need to do the giveaway. I almost forgot. So this week's giveaway, let me bring up my little decision wheel here, my little spinner wheel. And we're going to do our very first giveaway. So like I said, I'm using the entry form to enter everybody's names into the weekly giveaway. I just checked it this morning, so I should be caught up with everybody. And we're going to spin our little decision wheel and see who wins the very first week's giveaway. Okay, guys, let's do our first giveaway. Hopefully this is in focus. Let me spin the wheel. And the winner for week 1 is Liz Black. Congratulations, Liz. Liz, if you will contact me via email, diamondpaintinganonymous@gmail.com, so that I can get your mailing address and information and I can get the week 1 prize sent out to you. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for participating. And again, a huge shout out. Thank you to our sponsors. Go check them out, buy things from them. They're awesome. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.